Well, hello there, and welcome to episode 211 of the FlameFlash.net podcast. Mordecai's here, just off camera this time around.
Yeah.
And some fun random stuff that happened over the weekend. That is why we're recording so late. We went to a powwow on Saturday. What'd you think of that, bud?
Um, I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Excellent. And then today was mostly filled with Civ, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We went over to your brother's place, hung out with my grandson, and then did some chores around here,
Mhm.
and then did some Civ this evening with um, Jet, Kudini, and your brother. So it was 5-man game right there,
Yeah.
which is highly impressive. But let's see here. From there, um, I snuck in a little bit of World of Warcraft. I'd like to do a little more to try to get further in the trading post achievements and things. But
Which makes sense.
we're September 21st and we haven't completed it. This is one of the first months we've gone so long not completing it.
Yeah. We have not had a lot of time to do WoW this month.
Yeah, it's just, well, school started, school hit hard. Everybody's extra tired thanks to that.
Yeah.
I think the dust is starting to settle, fortunately, but it's
It's definitely not done yet.
exactly. So that kind of leaves off the gaming news for the gaming activity for the week, the fun stuff for the week, unless you can think of anything. It looks like you have found a Fortnite XP map
Yeah.
that I'd kind of like to join too, frankly, because I hear you can get the Power Rangers Megazord, like the OG Power Rangers Megazord.
Um, I think it's the OG one, yeah.
You're not old enough to recognize the OG Power Megazord, are you?
Well, I remember seeing this from my childhood.
Okay. Otherwise, political news, world news. Um, things started off pretty messy because Jimmy Kimmel, one of the late night talk show hosts, was suspended after offending the Republican Party and specifically the FCC chairman. Basically said, "No, I don't like this. I don't like what you're saying. I am going to threaten to pull licenses if you leave Jimmy Kimmel on the air." And ABC and Disney capitulated.
What was it that pissed them off?
So Jimmy Kimmel made a comment that the GOP individuals are stretching really, really hard to try to find any link. Oh dear, excuse me, to the
Bless you.
left with the shooter,
Mhm.
and the, you, the bullet casings tell the story. He's pretty far right.
Yeah.
We discussed that last week. The and last week we didn't know who the shooter even was when the bullet casings were revealed.
Yeah.
So any claim that it was some leftist organization or a left conspiracy, it was just one guy acting alone.
Yep.
The one guy acting alone happened to be, for all intents and purposes, probably a right wing nut job.
Yeah, probably.
Now, to be fair, that doesn't mean that every single individual on the right is going to go shooting up a place.
Right.
And that's the distinction that I think is getting missed, especially by those on the right,
Yeah.
because they assume that the left lumps them all together. The problem is what the left is seeing is that the right isn't trying to control their own. They're not calling out bad behavior on their side. And
Yeah.
that's the problem. We wouldn't be where we are with the president if the right wasn't capitulating to the extremist elements. That's the problem.
Sounds about right.
Otherwise, it looks like there's a potential government shutdown coming on the 30th.
Oh,
They just need to pass another spending bill, and they're not doing a good job of it. There's some healthcare subsidies that make it so the Democrats, because of how small of a margin the Republicans have a majority, the Democrats are going ahead and saying, "Yeah, we're not going to support this if you don't come in here and save some of these health spending subsidies. Keep costs of healthcare lower."
yeah.
So we'll see what happens on that front. Um, the Charlie Kirk Memorial, I guess, was this weekend. Um, so that should start winding down. He'll probably stop being part of the narrative
Yeah.
after this. And disturbingly enough, Trump has publicly pushed for the Attorney General to prosecute his political rivals.
Oh, like
Just
who?
they haven't really named names, but it's just it's another one of those things that if the right was still where it should be, where it's supposed to be, where conservatism used to be, we wouldn't be seeing this. Now, there are cracks. Senator Ted Cruz said, geez, this is kind of dangerous what just happened with the FCC chairman and Jimmy Kimmel.
Mm-hmm.
But Ted Cruz, a senator from Texas, is in the minority of the Republican Party. It's nice to see that some of them are starting to get the quote unquote ick from this situation and from other situations,
Yeah.
but it's not enough yet. We need more individuals holding strong on their moral code rather than just rolling over and showing their belly.
Yeah.
The only other silly thing I stumbled across is that the Trump administration has announced that one of their one of the American visas programs is going to start having an annual fee of $100,000. So good luck to those that are here on like a research stipend or something. I don't know what the H-1B visa actually entails, but here, let's see here. H-1B. What is it? Supposedly, it will petition submitted after 12:01 Eastern require that payment,
Hmm.
but U.S. employers to hire foreign workers in specialty occupations, as well as fashion models or persons who are engaged in Department of Defense projects who meet certain conditions. So these are the work visas specialists. For some reason, models are considered work specialists. I don't understand why, but
Hmm.
experts, engineers, those with a very unique set of skills. So a company might be willing to hire somebody based on their resume and eat the cost of that visa.
Gotcha.
But it creates a massive economic disincentive to hire those individuals or to keep them on.
Hmm.
It's a continued negative economic repercussion when we chase out intelligent people from our country because other countries are just going to pick them up.
Yeah.
So that's the worrisome thing. Where are they going to go because they're not coming here? How are we going to fall behind because they're not coming here? The researchers, the engineers, the developers, the how is this long term going to hurt us because these individuals go elsewhere and find lives elsewhere, found lives elsewhere, like set up a home, make friends, etc.
Yeah.
So he's not done destroying the economy, and it's going to take a while to claw back out of it.
Lovely.
Um, to end on a lighter note, incoming is a website called Do You 10Q. So it's DOYOU10Q.com. And this is a project of Reboot, an arts and culture nonprofit that reimagines and reinforces Jewish thought and traditions.
Hmm.
So the Do You 10Q is to reflect, react, and renew. They send 10 questions, one a day. Since 2007, they've been doing this, and it's utilizing themes around Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And I apologize that I am probably mispronouncing those. Um, but the goal is just self-reflection, thinking. For example, some of the questions, like day one question is going to be describe a significant experience that has happened in the past year. How did it affect you? Are you grateful, relieved, resentful, inspired? So it's like a yearly journaling for
Hmm.
10 days.
Interesting.
And what's cool though is not the first year you do it, but the next year you do it. Because after filling out the questions the first year, They turn around, they vault these up, and then next year they send you the answers to those questions.
Hmm.
So it's like giving yourself a digital time capsule that you then receive and read through, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's definitely not how I expected the year to go. Or, oh, wow, I was in a pretty bad place that year. And it just lets you emotionally celebrate your growth or
Yeah.
go, oh, wow, I'm kind of in the same place last year. How could I maybe improve this year? It's neat. I've been enjoying doing it. Um, it looks like since 2017. Nope, I don't have anything from 2017. When did I start? 2018. So I started in 2018,
Hmm.
and I've been participating since then. I think I. It's kind of weird that I don't see the 2017 answers, but oh well. 2018 starting. That's neat.
Yeah.
And so you can just go back and look at where you were, how things were. Um, the 2021, 2022 offered supplemental questions regarding COVID, or 2020 and 2021. But it's neat looking back on these.
Makes sense.
And I look forward to doing them again this year. So, again, that website, if anybody is interested, is do you 10Q. DOYOU 10Q.com and sign up. I gain nothing from sharing this. It is a personal growth, mental health, self reflection exercise. That is all. And with that encouragement, unless you have something, Bud, I think we can close out episode 211.
Nothing that I can think of.
Okay. So, with that being said, feel free to reach out, podcast at flameflash.net, leave a comment on the blogs, leave a comment on YouTube, and we'll see you next week.
Hmm. Live with honor.
Minor delay as he's dying in Fortnite.
Yeah.
And remember, friends, autonomy and freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Good night.